Hey guys, so I'm back. This time I wanted to do not so creepy look. It's more of a beauty look. Still has a little bit of a creep factor, but definitely more of a beauty look. This is called the Butterfly Queen, and I'm going to start by just putting down some white base. I'm going to have kind of like a mask on my face and these wings on my shoulders. So I'm just starting by putting the white down with the big brush. Again, I'm using FAB body paint. I get it at sillyfarm.com. It's a water-based paint. Very easy to use, easy to wash off, great for a base and then putting shadows and layers and makeup on top. So now I'm going to start putting color on my eyes. I'm using my paints. If you have a ton of eyeshadows, there's some really awesome brands out there I know with so many colors. It would probably be easier to do it that way on top of this white base, but I didn't, so I'm using my paint. I'm using a light turquoise, a darker turquoise, and a dark blue. And I'm just going to be layering it throughout the look. So on my eyes, I'm putting some on my neck. Again, starting from light, going to dark. It's usually how you want to work, because you can always put dark on top of light. Sometimes when you put the light on top of the dark, it just gets kind of muddy. But I'm just going to gradiate out the colors. Putting it on my forehead now. Again, I'm going to start with the darker blue, and then I'm going to go to a turquoise, and then I'm going to put the lighter turquoise, and then I finish with white, just kind of smoothing it out at the bottom, and it just makes for a really soft gradient. As you can see, it's kind of messy because it's just the base. There's going to be lots of stuff on top, so I'm not too worried about it being perfect. Just trying to get a good base of color on my mask. So now I go in with a beauty blender sponge. I got a 2-pack at Walmart. They were super inexpensive and they're nice because they're small, they're easy. It worked out a lot better than the paintbrush for blending. I just got it a little bit wet and rubbed it in my color and then just blotted it on. Dabbing it wherever I wanted. I just kind of went around the eyes and on the cheekbones. So now I started blocking out where I'm gonna put my hole in my chest. I started to fill it in and then I realized that I wanted to make the shape and do the butterflies before I painted this big black area. So I stopped and I started tracing out the design. I made it nice and jaggedy, just like a broken hole in my chest. Now I'm adding some brown as far as like where you can see in. If I was gonna do it again, I'd probably make it a little bit thicker looking, but I couldn't tell. It looked thick on myself, but now looking back, I would probably make it thicker so you have more dimension. So now I'm taking the white and I'm drawing on my butterfly shapes wherever I want them. I think I would have just drawn them in the colors that I wanted if I was going to do it again, so that the colors come out more vibrant. I drew on the white first, so then when I put the color on top, it kind of dulled down the colors, I think, but it came out okay. So I just trace on different shapes. I googled a bunch of different butterflies. You can just always, you should look at reference just to see what they look like, and I just wanted to do different kinds of butterflies, so my shapes aren't all the same, they're all a little bit different. Just putting them wherever I want. Again, looking at reference to kind of know how they should look. Now I'm going to start putting on some color on the butterflies. So again, like I said, if I hadn't put down the white, the colors would have been a lot more vibrant. But since I did do white, I'm coming back with colors, doing a lighter color and then the darkers towards the center. Again, going from light to dark, putting turquoise and then blues. I'm going to do some yellow and oranges, whatever colors you want. I always go from the light and then add the darks on top when I'm blending the colors. I think it blends smoother, but you can always go back and forth. I just randomly decided which ones I wanted. Some blue, oranges, yellows, pinks, purples. You could get extremely detailed with the colors of the butterflies. Obviously, butterflies have insane patterns and colors. These ones are kind of just simple to save a little bit of time. Really, whatever you have as a base, when you start adding the black, that's when it's gonna start really popping. So now I'm gonna start filling in the hole. I have my butterflies down. I'm gonna go around the area and fill it in solid black. And I'm going to take my little brush with the black still, and I'm going to make the cracks and outline the shape. So I'm going to line all the way along the edge of the line just to define where that edge is of my skin. And then anywhere I see like a bend or corner is really where you want to put the cracks. And I just do it really gently all the way along the edge. Now I'm going to start putting black on my butterflies. So again, you want to look at butterfly references, look at what they look like, but as soon as you start outlining your butterflies, they're really going to start popping off. That's what really defines it. Adding all the details like the antennas and the squiggly lines in the wings. Just have fun with it. Whatever shapes you like, whatever butterflies you like, go find the shapes and just draw them on there. Like I said, you can get as detailed as you want or just kind of keep it a little more simple like these ones. So now I switched to white and I'm adding some highlights like on top of the bodies or antennas. Now I'm taking a gray and I'm outlining the wing shapes on my shoulders. I didn't want to do black because I wanted the butterflies to stand out the most, so I just did a gray to do the shapes on my shoulders. Kind of like making little wings again with the veining. Not very detailed, just adding a little bit of interest. So now I'm going to start blocking in the shadows. This is definitely one of the most important parts of this look. It gives it its dimension and interest. I didn't want to go black, so I'm starting with a lighter color, kind of a brown on my skins or a gray where there's other paint. And then I'll do dark later, but I just wanted to do them lighter to get them in. When you're doing shadows, you want to try to make sure that they all kind of follow the same light. So try to think of where your light source would be. Mine's just kind of above me, above and in front. And so all of the shadows would be underneath the wings. Now I'm going in with my powder brush and some black eyeshadow, just a flat black eyeshadow, and giving a little bit of more shadow, but I wanted it to be softer. I didn't want to mess up the paint, so this is just going on top of the paint. I'm putting it underneath the wings and by the bodies, kind of inside, darkening up some of the shadows that I already have. Putting shadows underneath parts of the wings and like I said, right next to the bodies, giving the actual butterflies just a little bit more dimension. Then I'm putting shadows underneath the wings on my shoulders. Again, I didn't get too detailed with the designs on my shoulders because I really wanted the focus to be on the butterflies and the hole in my chest. Put some shadowing underneath my eyes. And then I went back to white and I started adding the white dots on the butterflies. Again, this really makes them pop. Putting with my liner brush a little bit of white on the edge of the cracks, that'll also make more dimension for that shape. I add some freckle-like dots across my cheeks and the bridge of my nose, and then I'm putting some dots on the butterfly wings on my shoulders to match the butterflies that I have going on in the look. Now I'm going to get my Nye Glitter Glue. It's really watery, so it feels nice. It's not sticky and goopy. And I'm just brushing it on, and then I'm putting on some glitter across my cheeks and my nose and my eyebrows just to add a little bit of sparkle. And there you have the Butterfly Queen. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. I'm Echo Lou. See you guys next time.